Entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Jared. This is Captain Clay, and we are here to help you navigate the tricky waters of entrepreneurship and apparently learn how to play baseball today. Today we're talking about successful people versus unsuccessful people. And we're going to talk about a few of the traits of these different groups of people, and Clay's going to break these down for us. So let's get right into it here. First off, successful people think like this. They study successful people study successful people, and businesses to stimulate new ideas.
Basically, there's not a bunch. Successful people, as a general rule, don't sit around and go, I think we should do this. You know, I think we should do that. No, I think we should do it. What they do is they say, successful companies do this. Or they look for an example of who is doing what they want to do. So, just give an example. Adam Sandler, he has a company called Happy Madison, and it's a really neat company, but I've seen interviews with him and I've read stuff about him. He looked at other companies that were successful and was like, how did they get there? And then he decided to do things that were similar, on a similar path, and then he changed it as needed to tweak it to his own personality. But if you're sitting around going, I think we should do, you think we should do, that's a problem. You need to study successful people and start to emulate and do what they did. Use them as a model, do what they did, and then just tweak it a little bit for your own unique nuances there.
Now, the antithesis of this, unsuccessful people hang around negative and unsuccessful people and watch successful people on TV.
There you go. Unsuccessful people usually spend a lot of time hanging out with people that are unsuccessful going, I think we should do this. I think we should do that. What do you think? I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. Let's watch the next show. And this is what they do. So if you're hanging around people that are not successful and you're getting your tips from them, that is a problem.
There you go. Number two, unsuccessful people wish for things and occasionally think of new ideas.
Basically, unsuccessful people have a profound way of hanging out and just wishing for things. Wishing, hoping, hope, change, these sorts of things, they don't work out too well. Hope is different than faith. You know, faith is like, hey, I believe I'm going to do it, but then I'm actually going to put my faith in action. You know, I'm going to actually take this hope I have and turn it into action, where hope becomes action as faith. And so I would encourage you to have, I wish that these presidential campaigns would say, we're going to have faith that this system will work because it worked when Ronald Reagan did it. Or we're going to have faith in this system because this worked. You know, instead of, we hope it's going to work out. You know, not to get political, but I'm saying, instead of coming up with like a medical plan that you hope the numbers work out, having faith by actually doing the numbers and then going, we've done the math and it actually works, instead of hoping that it does and then finding out 3 years into it that it doesn't work. So hope and faith. Unsuccessful people hope a lot. Successful people have a lot of faith.
There you go. Successful people, they think of new ideas.
New ideas. You're not just sitting around going, you know, I think we should do the same thing today we did yesterday and expect a different result. Successful people get up and say, I'm going to do something new right now to generate something new. I'll give you just one example. With our video company, we needed to take it to the next level. I mean, you watched the videos and they were good, but we wanted to be great. And so Ariel had the audacity to go, we need to do something new to make these great. And so all of a sudden, a whole new realm of ideas came in as the new idea of let's make these great instead of just good. All of a sudden, all these new ideas came to place, all these new research, and all of a sudden we have a really neat, viable product, and sales are up, and things are good. So,
unsuccessful habitually forget to write things down.
Holy. Here's the deal. Unsuccessful people go to church and don't write stuff down. Unsuccessful people go to a meeting and don't write stuff down. Unsuccessful people are like, oh, I don't have anything to write that down on me right now. I'm telling you, you got to write stuff down. If you get a hunch or an idea, do not be pompous enough to believe that that's your idea. God is lending you that idea. He's giving you that idea. Act upon it, man. Don't mock Him and say, I know you got these great ideas, but I'm not writing them down because I forgot a pen. Stop doing that. Actually take those ideas and act upon them.
There you go. Successful people, they write things down.
Hey now, they write things down. So again, if you have a pen, give a pen. And don't do this stuff about like, well, I typed it into my phone, but I don't have my phone here. I typed it into my iPad, but I don't have a charger. Just get a pen. Come on. Rockefeller had a pen. He had a little red book he carried around. Rockefeller's red book. You can research it. It's pretty cool. Sam Walton had his little yellow notepad. Sam Walton said his biggest contribution to the Walmart company, his biggest contribution to the Walmart company was writing things on his to-do list and following up. Crazy. All right, Walmart. Sam Walton, his biggest contribution was writing stuff down. Whoa.
This is blowing my mind. Unsuccessful people occasionally have to-do lists, but rarely complete them.
Basically, having a big to-do list doesn't mean anything unless you turn it into a to-done list. And so for me, in particular, in my life, this is my disturbing to-do list, okay? I met with a gentleman yesterday about his website and things. These are all the core things, but I've got to act upon these. If I just write them down, it means nothing. I've got to turn it into a concise to-do list and actually turn it into a to-done list. Otherwise, it's just potential, and potential is terrible.
Successful people make to-do lists needed to turn their new ideas into realities.
Successful people sit down and go, hey, I want to turn my house into, I want to live in a bunker, Hogue. I want to buy a bunker, renovate it, and live there. And they say, I don't know if any successful people say that, but I say that. And they say, well, what do I need to do? Well, first I need to find a piece of land. Second, I need to find a structure on that. Third, I need to find out how much it's going to cost to renovate it. Fourth, I need to, and then they start to work there. Unsuccessful people just go, it'd be cool to live in a new house someday. Don't know how much money I'll need to save up or where it would be or, you know, how I'm going to get a loan, but I'm just going to hope, you know, it happens. They always say,
they do tend to do. Successful people schedule specific times to complete to-do lists.
Here you go. Here's the deal. If you're a cold caller, just an example. If you're cold calling for insurance, guess what? People are not home during the day unless they don't have a job. So you might want to call people from 5 to 7 as opposed to 9 to 5. It's a schedule at a specific time. As a general rule, people don't appreciate your calls from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. So you might want to do your scheduling then. You know, these kind of things. Just schedule your time so it makes sense.
Successful people deposit results into the bank.
Whoa! Here you go. You get to go to the bank, and then the bank says, what kind of results did you generate? Customers pay you based on what you do, not based on what you intend to do. Mm-hmm. So money is just a way to keep tally of how much value you're adding to the planet Earth. That's all it is. If you have a ton of money, it means you're making a lot of people happy, or you're selling something that makes people have pleasure or feel well. If you deposit a little bit, it means that you don't add a ton of value at this point. Sorry.
Unsuccessful people never schedule specific times to accomplish anything and always say, I don't have enough time to
do it. They always say, well, you know, I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to attend this or to learn this or to read. I don't have time to read, you know, because I'm watching so much TV. I don't have any time. You know, I don't have time to work out because I'm just so busy, you know, just watching people who are in shape on TV. Or I'm just, you know, I don't know. You got to schedule time. You be pig-headed about achieving your goals and scheduling that time.
You can start living a life of abundance and start pursuing your dreams right now. All you need to do is contrast where you want to be versus where you are. And we're going to teach you the action steps to get there starting right now.